Hey guys, it's Core Ross and welcome back to the channel. Today we are 3D printing this really cool aircraft carrier that prints in one piece and has a hinge on it, and then you separately print out a couple of planes that go inside and also be mounted on top as well. And when I was first getting into 3D printing the end of last year, this was one of the first ever 3D models I actually printed, and you actually do have to buy this one. It's not free, it's a very small price. The planes, however, are free if you want to try them out. But yeah, this was actually a paid for model and I love it. And I think I've easily got my money's worth out of this, as well as I'd printed off a few of these for Christmas presents as additional Christmas presents, what I was giving out at the time, and I printed off in black and white and they looked freaking cool. And they've also got a couple of magnets in there that actually hold them shut as well, and that's all kind of part of the 3D model, so you can just add those in once you've printed them off. So very freaking cool. And they do print from the back upwards, so vertically. They are quite a hard print because there's not too much adhesion to the actual build plate. But for me, I'd actually recommend this as a first kind of 3D print to play around with because it's not easy to print, but when you do get it right, it's extremely satisfying to pull this off the build plate afterwards and then actually have the hinges and stuff work on both the airplane and the aircraft carrier. I'll also give a tip to anyone who's thinking about getting into 3D printing from the point of view of a newbie here, because when I first got this, I thought, oh, I'll supersize it and make this nice big aircraft carrier and print it out and it'll be sweet. And actually, that ended up being a big mistake. I had failure after failure after failure. The smaller ones, I would actually say, are easier to print and goes against what I thought. I thought, just supersizing everything would actually make it easier to print. It'd take longer, of course, but I thought I'd have more success. Whereas reality-wise, actually supersizing it meant failure. However, this one here did manage to print out successfully, and it is satisfying to have this thing. And it feels almost like a toy. Very cool. Although there is actually like a divot in the what would be the runway, the aircraft carrier's deck. So it didn't print off perfect at all, and it is actually completely hollow, this one. But yeah, it looks freaking satisfying. And of course, I tried to do it with a transparent one too, which isn't transparent enough to see in, but still good to play around with. Although it is actually quite good for looking at the hinge, because of course this prints off in one piece, so that hinge is just an integrated part. There's no bits to put in or out, and as such, it's cool. It looks great. And you can see there the holes for the magnets as well, so it all just sticks together really nice. And I did do the transparent one, hoping to see these nicely bright colored planes through it, which didn't really work out the way I wanted it, but still a good satisfying way to play around with this. And I did also do a grey one as well, because of course it is an aircraft carrier, and I made the Tomcats here in black. And yeah, so freaking cool.